Hey, this is Neighborhood Garage 2.0, and today we got a new project in the shop. This is Neighborhood Garage 2.0. Today we have a new project in the shop. It's a Can-Am. We're gonna make it safer for the street. We're gonna put blinkers, blinker switch, license plate light, and all kinds of good stuff on it. So stay tuned for the step-by-step instructions. Okay, here it is. New Can-Am Defender. We're going to be cutting out the plastic here, installing a switch. We're going to install a horn, put in a switch, and we're going to replace these lights with lights that will work with blinkers, and the same with the tail lights. Here is the kit from WD Electronics. It's a light kit, and here is the breakdown of what you get and all the instructions step by step. Here's some of the stuff: front blinkers, license plate bracket, horn, switch, plug and play wiring harness. First thing we're going to do is put the tailgate down, and right here took out the tail light. There's two 10mm bolts that go in here. I do recommend getting a magnet and sticking in here because they will fall down. So we're going to install the harness. Okay, so the tail light's out. Take a screwdriver or pick, carefully unplug it. You got the harness for the driver's side. It says in the directions which one's which. So plug this right into the tail light. Grab this other one, plug it into the harness. And they have it where you can't really mess up. They only plug in one way. Then you'll push this in here, put your two 10mm in, tighten it up. But before that, you got your harness that goes on the right side. You plug it in. This white wire will come all the way across, tie into here, and then this harness will tie into this side as well. You'll put your wires underneath, run them forward, and they will connect into this box. Okay, so we got the passenger tail light back in. We run the white wire all the way across and fastened it, tied it into this harness that goes to the front. It's pretty simple: white to white, red to red, black to black. Plug in your tail light, and then it has an extra one here with this harness that'll go down and come over for the license plate bracket. So you want to make sure when you're doing this, you don't want to miss this step, because then you won't have to take the tail light back out. So when you're putting this tail light in, take this, feed this down, fasten it underneath, and whenever you mount your brackets, you got these two wires, plug and play, red and black. Okay, the tail lights are back in. We brought our wire down, tied it into the license plate bracket. So here's the license plate bracket. And all you have to do is fasten it to the bottom frame here. There's enough wire you can go to the center if you want to. I chose to put it over to the side. Moving on. So now we gotta remove the hood to gain access under here, and we're gonna replace these lights with the updated lights for blinkers. So you just grab it here, pull it forward, then it raises up like so. Okay, here's the new light. Now, as you can see, there's a tab right here, 8mm. So whenever you pop this in, you put this 8mm in. What I recommend when you take the other one out is you use an 8mm ratchet wrench. If not, you'll be here for 2 days trying to get this thing out. There is a headlight adjuster. You take it loose, headlight will push back. You reach in here, take this off. There's a couple clips, and then you just push the light inward and roll it out, and then we'll put the new one in. And then now we'll reach up in there and snap it back in and tighten up the 8mm. So we got our new lights installed. Like I said, 8mm on the back side, 8mm ratchet wrench. But to gain access to all this, we loosen these up. And it's a plastic tab here, same on this side. And we took the Torx bits out of the front of this here. That way we could raise this plastic up and we could run the wire through from this light to this light and then push the wire through in the inside. That way it'll plug into the main box. Okay, now we're gonna hook up the horn. So there's a plastic tab here. There's one here. Pop them out. Pull this over. Down in here, you see this hole. Push the wires down. You got your horn, your bracket, and your wires. It doesn't matter which wire you put where, it'll work either way. And so there's your bracket, there's your hole, and it mounts here. The rest of the wires go through the firewall, just like the ones for the front blinkers, to plug into the main box. Okay, so after mounting the horn, run the wires under the dash, and you have this center control panel. So you just grab it underneath and it snaps loose. And here's our horn switch. And the dash has these little plugs in here. We popped this one out of this hole, slid the switch in, and plugged it in. And it plugs into the main control box as well. So once the battery's hooked up and we're all complete, the horn should honk when you push the button. I'm back out here on the Can-Am doing the blinker install. So the wires that go from the taillight to the front, I chose to run it across the back, down the frame rail here, down to the bottom floorboard. Take all these bolts loose and these up here, tuck the wires in across here, going forward. This is a 4-seater. And as you can see, just so I could show you, I haven't put these wires in yet, but I'll be pulling all this up, tucking it underneath there, and running it up underneath the driver's side of the dash to install it to the control panel. All right, so we got the floorboard all buttoned up. The wires ran up underneath the dash. Now, if you have this style of cluster, we have to take all this apart, unplug it, and disconnect 2 wires and add 2 more pins to connect to the control panel. So I'll walk you through it. It's pretty simple. First thing, if your steering wheel's up, you'll need to put it down with a tilt wheel. So grab it, put it down. In this particular model, it's got this little box up here. There's 2 tabs, one here and one here. You get up underneath that, pull this cluster forward, and it will roll out. Now we've gained access and we can unplug that by releasing that red tab, pushing the connector, and pulling it out. So that's unplugged. We'll set the cluster to the side. Holding this up, we're going to count 4 over and replace them pins, but first we got to take this retainer off. Just take a little screwdriver and pop it out. So I got my retainer out, and I've already took the white plug out of number 4 on the top. And what you do is come around to the back side, and if you'll just push in on that, it'll come out this side, and you just pull it out with your pick so you can install your wire. I've got my black one installed, but before I put the red one in, I wanted to show you, if it'll zoom in here, you want to make sure that this is rotated in the same direction as the rest of them. That way it'll catch when it goes in. Okay, so black's on top, red's on bottom. Now we're going to push our retainer in so we can put it back together. I would show you all this, but I have no one to hold the camera. Okay, the white retainer is back in. I just want to note that whenever you're putting that back in, go nice and slow and just kind of wiggle a little bit with some finesse so you don't push the wires back out the backside. Now, take the connector, in which we just installed in the back of the plug-in, push it through here and to your left, and push it down so you can plug it in on your next step. So here's a control panel I keep talking about, and all the plug-ins, everything just plugs in one way. we're going to take it and mount it underneath the dash. Underneath the driver's side dash, there is this little glove compartment, little area. There is a bolt here and a bolt here, and then there's two 5/16 or 8 millimeters that go straight up, and all this will come off. That way you can gain access to mount the control box underneath the dash on the left side. So next to the steering column here, you got this panel. This is what I'm going to attach it to, back up here, out of the way, where it's not going to get hit or snagged or anything. Nicely tucked away, you won't even know it's there. Okay, so everything is plugged into the box. Now we're going to slide it back up under the dash here and mount it. Okay, so all this is buttoned up. We have this wire left. Everything is hooked up, and this is going to go here for the turn signal switch. So we're going to have to take this plastic off, mount the turn signal switch, plug it in. I'm going to have to do a little trimming so it'll fit. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so the cover is off the steering column. This is the bottom. This is the top. 4 screws. They go up through the bottom, and they go right in here, and it just squishes on both sides of the column. So after that's done, here's a switch. It's got a little band right here. It just bolts right to the column. Right here. Then you just take the remainder of this, stuff it back in here, and secure it. So now we have to cut the side of the plastic out so it'll go around the turn signal switch. Okay, it's the moment of truth. We've got our plastic on, we got it cut out for our switch. Let's see if it'll work. Here's the horn. It works. Go left turn. See, they thought ahead on these. It's even got the indicator. Right turn. Heck yeah. Let's go outside and take a look. You can see where this is all cut out. And there it is. Pretty cool. Let's check the back. And there it is. We got turn signals. So I hope this video helps. I just wanted to put a visual on it. They do give you instructions step by step. Just read them and go through it, and you'll get it. So if you like this video, give it a like. And don't forget to follow and subscribe. Put on. And license plate, bracket, and light. Heck yeah.